Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and today we're playing another Final Girl box. Box number 14, the Marrek Murders. Yes, that's right. 14 of these dang boxes are out already, and more are coming. Jeez Louise. Anyways, yes, Sean in the chat says, at this point, shouldn't this game be called Another Final Girl? Thank you, Sean. Ultraviolet says, time for Rob to end up in all the traps. Yeah, we'll see, probably. Didn't work that way when I played it earlier yesterday, but I'm sure on stream it's going to work a little worse than it did when it was off stream, but we'll see. Greg, hello. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Special shout out to these folks here for supporting the channel, allowing you to sit here on a Friday afternoon, playing this game for you on the interwebs. I appreciate it. And full disclosure, we purchased this game through the crowdfunding campaign with money provided by these awesome folks. So thank you so much for clicking the join button down below or being a member on Patreon. Big thank you. Big thank you. World Nun says, I prefer their Hostage Negotiator series. Yeah. Yep, I can see that. I can see that. I don't know which one I prefer at this point. I do have fond memories of the Hostage Negotiator series. I do like that theme better than the horror theme, I think. But and the career mode was fun, like we talked about last stream. But yeah, Final Girl, I don't know, something with the board. Maybe that just like kind of makes it better. I don't know. Just a little more here, I think. But yeah, this is the Saw one. Yes, Daniel. This is the one based on Saw with the Tormentor and the Marrek Warehouse or something it's called. Yeah, Marrek Warehouse. Yeah, that's what we're going to play today. We're going to give it a shot, try to play through it, see how it goes. If you're looking for any other playthroughs of Final Girl, we've done on the channel many other playthroughs. Check the video description. There's a playlist link in there, and you can find all the previous and future playthroughs in that playlist for sure. Jackpot Man, hello. Hey, everybody coming in. Hello. Come on in. Alan says, hello, making my first live stream here. Well, it's about damn time, Alec. Or Alan. Alan Meek. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Woo! Okay. I appreciate you all joining. I do. All right, let's get set up. Let's wing it. Final Girl. Here's our Final Girl options. I'll talk through my choice here. We have Mandy who's 6 health. Awesome. 6 health, great. Oh, 5 spots to flip her over. Awesome. Healing, time, losing horror, amazing, moving spaces, all great things. Her ability on the back. Add 2 hits to attacks made without a weapon or item. You cannot use this ability with reaction cards. This is phenomenal. This makes it so if I can't find a weapon, which sometimes can tank a playthrough, if you just can't find one, you run out of searches or searches suck, the items aren't in the decks you're looking in, something dangerous is there, you can't go to the search place or whatever. I don't like the way you can't use it with reaction cards though, so then it's like, you kind of need a weapon still, but maybe there's enough damage here, but you're only doing it on the offense really. And each additional victim saved raises time. Now the key here, this extra damage, when I first read this, I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. It's probably amazing. But I think it's even more amazing because we're going to have to disable traps in this one. This one's based on Saw, so there's going to be traps. We're going to have our victims in traps. We're going to be in traps. If we're in a trap, we can't help get victims out of traps. The traps not only kill victims and could kill us and we lose the game automatically, but while they're in the traps trying to escape, if you take too long, you're constantly raising horror, losing tons of time, losing health. They're really annoying, like really annoying. And sometimes to get out of a trap, you have to spend time or lose health or use movement off of an action card or saving a victim or something, or wherever you get stuff from. Some items might help, but you also need to damage. And in the weak attack, you only get to hit once, and you only have one of those cards. And there's a lot of these traps I noticed in my playthrough I did earlier yesterday, that there's a lot that require 2 damage in the same action phase to break through that step of the trap. So now seeing this after playing, and I didn't play with Mandy, I'm now seeing that maybe this, if I can get Mandy to her like ultimate ability, we're able to get through some of those traps that I really struggled with previously, and I think that's why she has this ability. It's more about getting through traps than killing the killer. And the cool thing is the killer is not on the board for like the whole game until you reveal the finale card. Then the killer shows up. the killer's craziest, like crazy effects on the finale card, of course, but only has 7 health. Because the whole time, the traps are making you lose health. The traps are giving you trouble. You're wasting all your actions and time and effort on the traps, and they're slowing you down, just like a killer would. And they're killing victims. But the killer doesn't actually come into play until the finale is revealed. So we have time to build up. But we'll be messing with traps, so it's like you're still busy doing things. It's not like not having a killer on the board changes really anything. But yeah, seeing this now, I think this might be a good call. But let's look at the other option. We have Cassie. She's 5 health only. Okay. At first, I was like, 5 health is enough. Another thing, you have to spend health a lot to disarm traps. You lose health a lot. In this scenario, it's a warehouse. So you can climb up on the shelving, whatever you call that, like the, what do you call that? The, you need a forklift to raise up to the, I guess they're shelves, but I forget what that's called in a warehouse. Not skids. Maybe it is. I keep forgetting. Somebody will tell me in the chat what that's called, like your shelving units in a warehouse, where you have skids of product on the shelving. But you can, racking, yeah, maybe it's racks or racking. I don't know what the word is. There's a term, and I know I've worked in warehousing before for other jobs and stuff. I just forget the term, but yeah, there's a, you can get up on those, but you need to use special action cards to leap or climb. So climbing to get up on them, and then leaping from one to the other. So doing that, you might fall and actually lose health if you miss your leap and fail on it. So there's like many other weird ways you can lose health in this scenario than usual. So having that maybe 1 extra health is good, but there's still a heal here. There's horror. I love this take a sprint card, take a distraction card. Just getting cards is great. But it's 6 to flip. But this ability on the back is the reason I picked Cassie first to try. This just sounds awesome. Until you realize the traps a lot of times waste your time, and there's whether you're not interacting with a trap, they might just be sucking time away from you. But if you are interacting with a trap, a lot of them need time, like 5 time for like 1 step. So you're like whole action phase just to like progress a trap like 30%. It's crazy. You'll see. I'll show you some. You'll see them as we play through actually. But you can spend 6 to double the damage of your next attack, including buffs from weapon modifiers. So you can kind of like one-shot the boss, kind of, depending on which, like you got a critical blow and maybe a nice weapon, you double that up, you're hitting for like 8 damage. Yeah, you can one-shot the boss when she finally shows up. And you cannot use this ability though with reaction cards, unfortunately. Or if you don't have enough time, or it would take you below 0, basically. And each additional victim, you get an extra time. So there are 14 Final Girl games. I think there's more, right? Because this is technically box 14, right? According to the website. And I don't know if you're counting other ones coming out, but supposedly this is box number 14. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, they are all similar, but they all have differences. They all have their own rule books that add additional setup, additional rules, additional components, Final Girls, action cards. They do change up the formula, but it's not like flipping it on its head. There are a few that are like quite drastically change it. But what I recommend doing if you're looking to get in Final Girl, you have to buy a base box, and then you need to buy at least one of these feature film expansions, and that creates a complete game. And then the cool part is you can mix, in each feature film box comes a killer and a location. And you can mix killers and locations from different boxes. That's the appeal to getting lots of boxes, is now you have lots of Final Girls to play from, lots of action cards that spice it up in the market row, basically. You'll see different scenarios. You can mix different bosses with locations, and then mix in a different Final Girl, try different combinations. Not to mention all the variability and randomness that's in each scenario. The game is very swingy and randomized through setup decks, item decks, event decks, killer setup decks, lots of dice rolling, tons and tons of dice rolling on for everything. So yeah, it can be very swingy. But that's kind of to go with the horror theme, right? Of like, you don't know what to expect. Like, who knows what's around the corner? Who knows who's gonna live or die? That's the idea. So you can play a lot of different stuff. But again, if you don't like the system, you don't like the game, you don't like the setup, you don't like the mechanics, you don't like the theme, there's way better games out there, obviously, that meet your criteria, and this might not be for you. I'm not trying to sell you on the game. I don't care if you buy the game. Just keep that in mind. I'm just a gamer streaming on YouTube, not being paid to do it by the publisher or anything. Just supported by people who watch. Thank you so much. So keep that in mind. But yeah. Yeah, there's like the North Pole one, vignettes. I think vignettes maybe count. There's like another series coming. And it's also solo only. Yeah, that's huge to note. I mean, I did play it with my wife. I've sat down, we play like co-op where like we just work together, kind of make decisions and stuff when I was teaching her and things. It was fun. But yeah, it's definitely just a solo game. So anyways, back to the game here. But yeah, I recommend if you're interested in this game, go back and watch probably one of the earlier videos that I have in the playlist in the video description, where we're playing against Hans, the Butcher. That is the like original box that's meant to be played, and you can find that in gaming stores. That should be available. You buy the core set, you buy the Hans one. It's based on like Friday the 13th kind of, I think. They're all like knockoffs of horror IPs, most of them. So today we're playing the Saw movie one, but obviously they don't pay the licensing, so it's not using the exact same characters, but it's, you can tell it's like using items and funny in-jokes from the actual films. But the Hans the Butcher one, at Camp Happy Trails, that whatever that box is called, that is like has 0 extra rules. That is like meant to be the most basic version. That's what pulled a lot of people into the series, and that's how you find out if you like it or not. And you might be able to find that like used or on sale and get it even cheaper. Maybe somebody's offloading it from their collection. But that's the one you try and see if you even like it. And it's like little rules overhead, so you'll learn all the basic rules, but there's not a ton of extra setup and weird things that mess with you. It's just straightforward. Oh, they do. Okay, Rubbiz says they even have a starter set that bundles the core game with Hans. Okay, that's perfect. That should, I didn't know that was a thing. That's great. That is great. Yeah, go look into that. I recommend, or watching that playthrough, because I bet that playthrough I do on the channel, I probably explain the game from start to finish, like fully. We play through it, I probably explain everything very, very much. But the fact that this is like, I don't know, stream number 20 something probably of playing Final Girl on this channel, I'm not going to go into all the details of how the game works. I'm just going to go into what's special about the box with setup and how it works, and then you can watch me play it. But I mean, you can watch this and you'll see like how the game flows and get an idea of like what's going on. But I'm not going to go into everything, like, you know, all the phases, how they work, and all the options and stuff. But I do like to discuss everything while I play, fully and open, and time is not an issue. So, yeah, we're just more casual here, having fun. All right. So this ability is awesome. I want to do this ability because it feels like it would be great in the late game if we make it there to kill the killer, the tormentor. But Mandy might help us get there easier with her being able to, if we can save at least 5 victims, flip her over here and get this ability going. All right, let's do a poll. I can't decide, honestly. I can't decide. So we got Mandy or Cassie. I'm going to put a poll in the live chat. And you guys can decide while I do other setup. Mandy's with the Y. And Cass. Okay. Polls in the chat. You guys can choose. I'll leave that up for a minute. So again, just Mandy 6 health has the, if we don't use an item when we're attacking, get extra damage, but not on reaction cards. Cassie's ability takes it's a little harder to get because she needs 5 saved, but we can spend 6 to double the damage of an attack, including weapons if we get them, but can't be used with the reaction cards. And then there's the front side if you want to just take a look before. So Cassie needs a little bit extra. She only got 5 health. And Mandy only needs 5 save, but she got 6 health. And then Cassie has this, even though you have to save extra, you can get some cards out of it. So it's like, I feel like that's pretty high value. But again, it's really like, can we even get to the other side? And there's that risk of like, ooh, I might like this ability better. But it's like, are we going to get there? Because it might be harder to get it. So it's like high risk, high reward kind of thing. But who knows? But I'll leave that for you guys to decide. I have a die here. We're just going to roll to figure out the little health tokens. 1 through 9 here, top to bottom, left to right. I just roll a d10. Find the killer is number 9. Okay, we hope that's blank. And then ours, we hope has like 2 or 3 hearts on it. 0, that's not going to work. 9, no, we already saw 9. Let's try a different number. 7, all right. So let's do that. That's hopefully has like 3 hearts on it. The rest will just kind of, whoa, almost saw one. Almost, didn't see it though. Started rolling. Thankfully I didn't see the backside. Okay. Let's shuffle. We have these death traps here. So we got 4 for the final girl. So if we ever get put into a death trap, I'll show you one here so you understand what they are. This art is on a token. You'll put the token in the space where the trap's happening. You take your meeple off the board because now you're in a trap and you're like not on the board for effects. You then put your meeple in this little track at the bottom. And then every time you see a symbol, there's a symbol, this one right here. Every time we see this symbol, we advance all the meeples that are in any traps at that time that are live. You move them 1 to the right, and then you suffer whatever's in the space. So we would lose 2 health the first time. And then we're going to put one of those little wooden, super tiny, annoying tokens. I think you're supposed to put 1 in each one as you complete them. But what I'm going to do is I just put, since you only have so many, and sometimes you can have 3 or 4 traps going at the same time, not to mention items that might need those tokens. So I'll just put 1 on here, and as we complete a line, I just move it down. And if we complete the trap, I'll just move it off. And some of these have like 3 steps. But the first one, we got to free ourselves. You just have to spend 5 time. That's it. Basically, your whole turn's time, all just spent. Garbage. And then you can free yourself. And then you can also dive to safety, for example, on this one. So you have to move a space. So however you get to move, you have to do, if you do it on a card or some ability or item or something, you just have to do at least 1 move. The stupid part that's annoying is if you have a sprint card and you get like 2 or 3 movement, all movement beyond that 1 is wasted. You don't get any extra movement. You don't get to put it to other traps or other lines on the same trap. It's just that at least 1 move has to be completed and lose a health to be able to complete this trap. So if for some reason, you know, you move 3, it's just all that extra move is lost, and you still have to suffer the time loss on the card you're using to actually do the movement, which is so annoying, but I get it's baked in the balance of the scenario, I guess. So, but it's who knew the traps would be annoying? Like, who knew? Who thought of this? Okay, so we'll just shuffle these up. Leave these here for now. If we need to use the space for traps, we'll do that. I'll try to put some over here. They're kind of big. And then we have ones for the victims. We have a lot more for the victims, so a lot more variety here. And again, if we don't get out of a trap, we lose the game. If we die in one, if a victim dies in one, the bloodlust goes up like normal. And yeah, that's how it's going. So we shuffled those. What else? Let's shuffle these. Let's get our dark power. Oh yeah, I guess we can just roll a die for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay, this is our dark power for today. And let's find our finale. A 1 again. Okay, sure. So again, the killer's not on the board. They're just going to be advancing traps the whole time. And then these terror cards, if they ever have like a move the killer or an attack with the killer, and the killer's not on the board yet, we just ignore that. And if ever we need to count the distance from a killer, like it's like the victim that's furthest away from the killer gets put in a trap, we're going to flip a random setup card, and that will tell us where the killer is hiding, and we count from there, but we don't put the killer on the board. But when the killer does come on the board, when the finale is revealed, we're going to draw a random setup card and plop her out there. That's what we're going to do. So, okay. Here, let me show you the leap and the climb I was talking about earlier with the red spaces. They're like jumping up on the shelving racks or whatever. Oh, actually, maybe the book just tells me what those are called. That's probably the way to look at it. Yeah, storage racks. They're called storage racks. That's what they're called in the book. The rule book would have told me what they're called. Amazing. Okay. So, if you do a leap, okay, so how you get these, oh, it says right on here. During the action phase, you have to discard a walk card, and you can take a leap or a climb into hand. If you discard a sprint, you can take a leap and a climb into hand, not just one or the other. So the climb lets you get onto a storage rack space. Okay, and then the leaping from one storage rack space to another is using the leap. Okay, So I just put these kind of in their own little spot because out of the, what are those called? Bonus features, or no, they're called something else. Props, the additional props, whatever. I decided to just try the kick card today. I haven't played with this in this scenario yet, but it's just a kick. So if we need to get out of a trap, and let's say all we have is a weak attack, we need to do 2 damage to progress a trap. I kept getting stuck on them. It was annoying because I didn't have a weapon at the time. And I didn't have an ultimate ability flipped or anything. But it basically made it so I had to spend 4 time to get a Furious Strike, get it around to the next turn, succeed on it to get 2 attack, which is rough. I just felt like I was missing a way to do an additional attack on the same turn. And kick allows me to do that, but it's annoying because it ends the turn and it's 3 costs. It's pretty expensive. We risk ending our turn. So it's a super balanced, like risky card. But I'm going to throw it in. I might not use it, but it's just there as an option. So we can pair it maybe with a weak attack. It'll use our whole turn, so it's very, very pricey and everything, but it might just be if we're like stuck and it's annoying and like I haven't found an item because the item decks have, you know, not worked out for us, or our rolls on searches didn't work out for us. It just gives us a way to get through those 2, and there's a lot of them, the 2 damage lines on traps. It just gives us something else besides just Furious Strike or a critical blow, which are super expensive, especially when a lot of the traps are causing you to spend time to get through them. So then you can't really buy cards. So yeah, it's trolls. Okay, so I'm gonna end the poll. Let's see which final girl we get. Mandy, 61%. Thank you guys. Okay, so we're going with Mandy. That's cool. I haven't tried Mandy. We'll get to try Mandy. So that does mean, I think I put Cassie's axe in here. I didn't want to say because I didn't want to have to persuade your guys' vote or anything. I think, yeah, it's in here. I can't play with this because we're not playing with Cassie. I hate you guys. I mean, thanks for voting. Yeah. If I have my only normal final girl luck, I'll only find weapons. Yeah. I found okay items last time I played this scenario, but again, it's like so random. Like which ones you'll find and which spaces you're near to search. And there was one item in here, like some checklist where you roll a die, and based on one of the 3 results you get, you can actually pick up one of the item decks from one of the 3 locations, and you actually get to search it. So it's like you're looking at an inventory list, which makes sense. You're in a warehouse, right? I thought that one was really clever. So you just like randomly get to look through one and find if what you need is there. I wish that was in more scenarios. Okay. We'll make our little piles here. Oh, list of things. That's the one. So here's our ones that are out of the game. Let's take a look at our starting items. So this is going to be the manager's office on the right here. Holy shit, follow me. Immediately roll a die. On 1 of 2, supply cage, receiving area, manager's office. Reveal all the item cards in the associated item deck, keeping their order the same, then discard the card. So it just like helps you. It's just a neat card. I really like it. I really like it. Will we get it? I don't know. Since we're staring at a chainsaw, is this good? I don't know. Does this help us in traps too? Battery powered ones don't last long. So it has 0 range, 3 attack, 2-handed item, 2 uses. The chainsaw may not be used to modify reaction cards. When you use the chainsaw, add the end your turn and the action phase effect to the end of the action card result. We could use this to get through traps, but only like twice. Or we save it for the killer. And yeah. But again, we're playing with Mandy, who doesn't care about items, and she can give us just 2 extra damage on our attack cards. So they kind of go against each other, but we might not even get Mandy's ultimate ability turned on. You know, we might not even get that going. So let's you know, maybe we can need to cover both options. So that's in the receiving area down here. We'll find out where we start in a sec. Oh, okay, perfect. The forklift keys. I've not used this yet, but one of the setup items is putting the forklift token in the pit, which is the middle area. The pit actually has a lot of different directions to panic. So you actually have to roll 2 dice when victims are panicking from the pit. And victims in this only panic until the killer shows up, obviously, normally. But they only panic when someone's killed in the space with a trap. Then they'll panic from that space where the trap was, you know, completed or whatever. You may now use the forklift. The forklift may move with you, but may not enter searching spaces or storage rack spaces while with the forklift, you may spend time to safely move a victim from an adjacent forklift space to your space. So it sounds like I don't need to waste climbs and leaps and stuff to get up there and get the victims off of the storage racks. Because victims and killers, enemies and victims can move onto the storage rack spaces, no problem. Back and forth, no problem. I can only go up them by climbing, and I can get off of them by regular movement. And when I do that, even if I leap, victims will follow me. And even if I fall from a leap, they will not get hurt. Only I do, but they just come down to check on me. So that's kind of like thematically how they follow you. And they will panic up them, which is annoying. Then you have to waste the climb cards trying to get up to get them. So this would help with that. Interesting. Okay, these are some cool items. I don't know if they're what we need, but I mean, if I want to save the victims off my, to flip my ultimate ability, I probably need to do that. Another part of setup for the Marrek warehouse is the exit spaces are all locked. They have these lock tokens on them, and you can move into them. Victims can be in them, no problem. They just can't escape. Nobody can escape until these are unlocked. And they can be unlocked automatically. There are 3 click cards that are going to be shuffled in the terror deck, and these are like the automatic unlocks. And it'll tell you like it might unlock loading dock B, and then you draw an event card, and you still need to draw the next terror card because these are going to be added into the deck as extra cards, so they don't prolong the game. They'll just make you draw the next card. So those are one way to unlock it. I know there's at least an item I saw. There's like bolt cutters that can unlock them also. So that's kind of like, we can't save anybody even until one of these opens, which hopefully these don't wind up in like the bottom 3 cards of the deck. That would kind of really ruin things. But yeah, so we need to set that up. We can do that now, actually. So let's just shuffle this up. And what we're going to do, we're going to get 10 cards like normal. Then we're going to take the top 2 off, set them aside, and then the bottom 8, we're going to shuffle those click cards into the bottom 8, and then put the top 2 cards back onto the deck that we set aside earlier. I believe that's how it works. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, those are our top 2. They're out of play. So now in here, we're going to put the click cards. I'm going to shuffle. Okay. One last cut. Put these on top. There's our terror deck. Let's find out setup for the deck. So we're going to ignore the killer space, kind of. We're not going to put a killer there, but as part of the setup of the location, in the killer space, we need to put an additional victim there, and then that victim is going to be in a trap automatically. So let's find out what we're doing here. So the killer space is in the middle, so definitely a victim is going to go there, and I'll put them in a trap in a sec. And then we start up here on the ground, and we're going to fill in our victims. I did that one already. Oh, down up here. And 2 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing some. Oh, up here. What else am I missing? Oh, on the rafters here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Okay. So this we're going to leave out here permanently out of the deck. We keep the deck nearby because we will need to randomly draw from it if we ever need to find out where the killer is when we need to check mid-game. But it also will help us spawn the killer at the end when the killer shows up for the finale. Yeah, I'm telling you, every Final Girl expansion, not everyone, but some of them will like drastically change setup and things, and others won't. But yeah, this one's quite interesting. It's like weird there's no killer on the board for like a long time. And we need to go through the entire deck. And there are cards in this scenario actually that do cycle around to the bottom. So if they come up and don't do something, it might tell you to put the card on the bottom of the deck. So just prolonging the finale is really neat. If you ever get stuck in like an infinite loop, you just discard the cards and then just go to the finale. Okay, our first event, Humbling Boxes. What the heck? Place the 4 severed head tokens in 4 different non-adjacent spaces. Do not place them in storage rack spaces. When you move into a space with a token, raise the horde, then remove them from play. Oh, that's annoying. Another way to raise horror. That's fantastic. At least we start on 3, so I'm not mad yet. Okay. Oh, there's also an item for a little plank token that you can actually put between 2 storage racks on top to like climb, to like travel between 2 easier, which is kind of neat. Okay, 4 severed head tokens in 4 different non-adjacent spaces. So I want to put these where I don't think I'm going to go. Four different non-adjacent spaces. Oh boy. Huh. I don't know. It's like I start thinking of putting them in the search spaces I might not go to, and then I'm like, I see there's stuff I want in some of them, and it's like, am I going to go there? Maybe. Maybe I'll save nobody in loading dock B ever and not care, but I might have to. Or A, like which one opens first? Who knows? Maybe I can put them on the storage racks and just not go up there, get the forklift, and avoid it as much as possible. But I gotta go get the keys from the supply cage over here to do that. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough. Let's put it... I'm gonna put 1 here. Because maybe we can get around them, but... Let's go... Put 1 up here. Let's put 1 at loading dock A. Yeah, this is annoying. It's so annoying. Oh man. I'll put 1 in the receiving area, not adjacent. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is annoying. I know what's gonna happen. This is gonna be the first one that opens, and I'll need to go there. I'll want to get the chainsaw, maybe, but I'm hoping maybe we can just search the manager's office and find something better. I don't know. Maybe we don't need it if we just save victims, but we hope a lock opens for us, you know? Okay, let's find out the trap for our first victim. It's the drowning tank. So the victim in the center is going to go in the drowning tank. The water is rising. I don't think any additional explanation is needed. So first step to save this victim if we want. Oh, another cool part is if you have a victim in your space that's not in a trap, at least one, you can roll an extra red die when trying to attempt steps unlocking a trap. Obviously, ones that cause you to lose time, you don't roll dice for those, which is annoying. And even if you have extra victims with you, you don't get extra dice, you just get the +1. So, drowning tank. We need to find the token for the drowning tank, which is right here. We're going to place that in the space, in the pit. And then we're going to put the meeple on here. And then I'm going to put this again. It's not how exactly it's worded, but I'm going to put that on the first line. So until I complete that first step, I don't move the token down. And that's how we're going to do it. So I need to get to this space to even start attempting this. It will just cost us time. But if we fail, we also raise the horror by 1. Okay. Have I done all the setup? I don't know. I'm going to just double check quickly the rule books here. We got the forklift on the board. We've locked all the exit spaces. We got the click cards inside. We got our action cards in the tableau. And then for the killer is not on the board. We got the setup card face up out of the deck. We shuffled the trap cards and we placed the victim in the space where the killer would be into a trap. And now regular setup, everything, I think we're good. We got our final girl. We got our health set up. We have our time on 6, air deck ready. We got our tableau ready. Got our starting cards. And we did our event. Got our meeples on the board. Anything else I missed? Alan says I advance traps the same way, Rob. Just move those tokens down like a countdown. That's how I think it should be. I mean, there's a few of them, but when I got one item that needed 3 tokens on it, and I had like 4 traps in play, I was like, I don't have enough tokens. But yeah, just works that way. Okay. Oh yeah, funny thing on the killer board, there's like no horror, which I was like, oh, this is awesome. I start on 3, there's no horror symbols here. But there's some in here, and like all the traps have them all over the place. But on here, they discard a random action card is like a constant thing, which is like not good. Not good. Because you know it'll be like that expensive card that you're holding in hand will be your luck. Or you just got to hold cards hoping to reduce the odds. All right. So first things first, we're going to drop horror. That's what we want to do. And maybe get closer to the middle. Or do we just go to the supply cage and get the forklift keys? Will that help us get victims faster since we don't need to climb up to get them off of the storage shelves or storage racks when they run up there? Right now we only have 1 and 2 up there. You know what? Maybe I put all the heads on the storage racks and we just go for the forklift strat. And then we like never really need to go up there, kind of, unless we need to like run from the killer later or run to the killer to try to kill them. Because we have the forklift keys. That kind of like changes things. Oh, but it can't enter search spaces. That's the other thing. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Like, we just gotta save victims. I feel like that's like the most important thing. And get rid of traps. Maybe not worry about a weapon as much. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put the heads on the shelves. I mean, but we might need to get through them to save time. No, let's not. Let's do what we did. Let's keep it the way we did it. We're gonna hit some, but at least this way we keep it kind of random. Because I do like jumping from them, because that will save you movement maybe if you complete it. So I do like getting up on the storage racks if we can. Yeah. Let's go. Since we don't have an exit space open, I don't even know where we want to take victims or where we're going to save them. We kind of need to waste some time. Because I don't even see an item up here that we're able to open the locks with yet. So, I mean, maybe we should just go work on this trap. But would we have enough time left over? We start on 6. If we were to walk over there, we're going to spend some time, and then we might not even be able to work on the trap this turn anyway. So let's just do the usual. Let's focus. Maybe we can get some time. Nope, nope, we can't. Short rest, weak attack, classic. Lose the time, lose the horror. Focus again. Okay, lose the time, lose the horror, okay. So now we're in that weird spot of like we get to roll 3 dice, but I might just hold or toss. Or toss. Because we'll just do a distraction and a sprint maybe. If we toss 1 card. We toss 2, go up to 6. That's just a distraction and a sprint. I don't think that's great. Let's just do the distraction, not worry about moving. Yeah, so we'll keep. Yeah, we'll keep. So we'll just get a close call and a distraction. Okay. All right. Killer. Going to advance the traps. We lose a time. Down to 5 to start the next round. That sucks. I mean, we could just ignore this trap, but it's like the time cost is crazy, and then eventual horror is annoying. But it's not the worst trap I've seen. Okay. Terror card number 1. Tick-tock. Speed up the clock. If no victims are trapped, put the card on the bottom of the deck and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, advance all the traps. So this is discarded. Trap gets advanced. We lose 2 more time. Oh my god. Amazing start. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Probably just went to try to like disable that. But... Okay. Distraction. Well, what we get? We got 1 success, 2 threes. I mean, do we need? We only need to drop it 1 really, and I don't think the extra time is. Yeah. I mean, we would get 3 extra time if I toss 2 more cards. Kind of important, maybe. No. Let's not get greedy. Let's raise the time to 4. Let's walk. I don't think we're going to get to do the trap, so I shouldn't care about it. But I'll just try to get over to get the forklift, maybe. Okay, we got 2 successes. Sweet. So we lose a time. 2 spaces. 1, 2. And we'll just walk again. Try to get in the supply cage. For the keys. 2 successes again. Great. I only need 1 movement game. Yeah, let's just take these guys in with us, sure. And we'll just stop there. Yeah. So 2 money. We're gonna just grab a search. Go back to 6. So the trap is getting advanced from the killer action. So that is 1, 2, 3 time loss. And then a terror card. The killer could be anywhere. So +1 horror for each space between you and the killer, max 3. Don't count your space or the killer's space. So how we resolve this card since the killer's on the board, which I mentioned earlier, we just draw a random setup card, and the killer is here for this effect. So I am here, 1, 2. So it goes up to, for real? And then we ignore all this because the killer's not on the board. Wow. And then we just shuffle this card back in. Okay. All right. Our turn. Can't believe we raised our horror that much. Focus time. All right, we got one. Lose a time. Drop a horror. Ugh. Search. Okay. Dice got stuck. But we're good. We got a success. We just take the forklift keys, or do we get greedy? We get greedy. Hmm. Or it is going to go up for sure. We're going to lose a card from hand. We want to play this turn, I think. Short rest, weak attack, maybe. Yeah, let's toss 2. Oh, but then we won't get to toss. We won't get to toss for movement next turn, or money right now to buy a card. Did I drop the time for this? I don't think so, right? Down to 1. Let's just take the forklift keys. So now we may use the forklift. Forklift may move with you, but may not enter search spaces or go up on the racks. While with the forklift, you may spend time to safely move our victim from an adjacent space to your space. Okay, this hopefully will help us save some victims. Hopefully. That wasn't a waste, but we'll see. Oops, did I miss one? Oh, did I count too many spaces? It was here, right? I think it was this space, and the card was worded, oh, for each space between you and the killer. Yes, thank you. I was thinking how many spaces away, like count the distance, you know, like in every other counting situation in games, including this one. But it's only spaces between. Oh man, that changes a lot actually. Because maybe I wouldn't have played a focus to start because we would have been sitting here. How do we undo that focus? We'd obviously take it back to hand. And then we get 1 time back, right? But then on the search, I already rolled 3 dice, so that would be the same. Yeah, that's huge. Like, having that 3 dice, I wouldn't have started with that. So I think we can correct it that way. But then that would have gave me more cards in hand to maybe search deeper. But do I care? We're so low on time. It's like I feel like maybe just tossing cards for time is what I should be doing. Get some sprints going. But again, I don't know where I'm sprinting to because nothing is open to save victims yet. Ugh. And how many cards have we seen? 2. So we now can start seeing click cards. Hopefully they come shortly. I could just stay searching in here. That could be another play. And if that's the case, I probably should look at the next one, right? So I'm going to toss, let's toss a focus and a weak attack. And I will look at the next card. Oh, it's a whip. Okay, it's a weapon. So here's the deal. I'm going to actually take this weapon and we'll put this back on top face up. So we got to use another search to get that. But I definitely want the weapon. Inky, yeah, no kidding. What kind what kind of operation are they running here? If you damage an enemy with the whip, you may move them 1 space. Okay, that's good. We got our weapon. I feel a little better because this weapon can help us with traps too, right? I read the rules. There's nothing that says it doesn't. It says just from any source, any card, whatever, any damage, movement, whatever, can all help you get through traps. So I'm assuming that's how that works. Okay. We're going to focus. Okay, no successes, eh? I'll just toss, lose 1 time. We'll drop down 1 horror. This is a rough Rough turn. Because I know a horror is going up, so I gotta do it. And I guess we'll have no great cards in hand, so when it goes to remove them. All right, we got a little greedy, but that's fine. I can't get a search card, which I probably should have. Yeah, I probably misplayed that. Damn. Yeah, I misplayed that for sure. Maybe I don't. I still lose a time. Right? Oh, I'd lose 2 time if I fail. And if I re-rolled, I would lose 2 time and have no time anyway. No, I did what I did. I did what I did. Okay. For 1, I'll buy this and get these. Great. Back up to 6. Yeah, that was kind of bad. That was bad because I didn't get the search. Yeah, I forgot about getting the search. That's okay. All right, trap advancement. This guy dies. Bloodlust goes up. I discard a random action card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's roll it up. We lost a walk. Okay, whatever. Gonna be like a non-turn. This will stay on the board, I think, till the upkeep phase, unless you save them from them and get discarded right away. And I don't know why that is. There might be a card that cares about that, but what else? Oh yeah, fail results. Horror goes up. And terror card. Come on, give me a click. Not a click. Were they pushed? So we ignore this because the killer's not here, but all victims in storage rack spaces panic. After panicking, if they're no longer in a storage rack space, they fall to their death and are killed. Well, that's thematic. Who do we got? Yeah, I might not even need the forklift if they're all splatted on the ground dead, you know? So we got one up here. Let's do this guy. Let's see if he falls. We roll 1 die. Number 1. Oh, I think he's safe. I think he's safe. We have 4, 5, 3, 6, and 2. He doesn't panic off. He stays up there. Wow, we got lucky on that one. Let's do this one. Another 1. Does that help us? Oh my god, no way. 2, 5, 3, 6, 4. Yep. There is no 1. Oh wow. The dice gods are with me today, guys. Holy crap. Yeah, we would have had the dark power revealed if they'd both died. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sweet. But again, this turn's forked, so. I'm going to just toss this walk for 1 more time and end my turn. For 7, I'm going to get back all these juicy cards. This one I'll spend 1 on. I'll take a search for 2. I'm going to take 2 sprints. No, maybe I should only take 1 sprint. 1 sprint for sure. What else? What else? I wish we knew what the next trap required. Like, should I maybe I'm okay with attack because we have a whip. I don't care about kick right now. Distraction could be a thing, but I have focuses. But then I'd have to put something back. I could just double search for the lulls. I don't think that's the best use of time. I think we need to sprint to wherever the next trap is. I know another trap's coming. It'll probably be me in the trap. I might need movement for it anyway. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah. We don't know what it'll be. I'm trying to think. There's always like health loss. And do we have a short rest? Yeah, we have our short rest if we have to lose health. There's movement, there's attack, there's time spending. So I don't know, we'll see. There's no card that really gains you time other than distraction, right? That one's powerful for this scenario, I feel. Jackpot Man says, I'm considering writing names on all my victim meeples so I can go, oh no, Rob just got brutally killed. We did that for a playthrough of Hostage Negotiator where we were naming all people in the chat and I was trying to save people. And unfortunately, people are dying all over the place. And yeah, I had to like call the families of people in chat to let them know that they died in the game. It was rough. Anyways, yeah, we did that before on stream. It was fun. But it was hard to keep track of. But yeah, writing them on the meeple would be better. Like putting a number on the bottom, maybe. And then just like have a list of who the numbers tie to. I don't know, writing a name on them might work with like a magnifying glass or something if you're good with that. Okay. So we purchased. We need to advance traps. There are none. Oh yeah, this one got cleaned up in the upkeep phase, right? Death trap. And this gets cleaned up. Okay. So no traps to advance, but we draw a terror card. Not a click. You don't deserve to live if there are no victims on the board. Otherwise, a victim that matches the first applicable condition is now trapped. So in the green space farthest from you. That would be this one down here. So I'm assuming since they're, yeah, because then the next one would be in any green space. So yeah, it's just this guy's going to get trapped here. And we draw our next trap is the guillotine. So the first step you can save, spend 3 time. Okay, that's doable. Lastly, disarm the mechanism. You have to get 2 damage in the same action phase and then move 2 spaces at least. And look, it's just going to raise horror. And this, I need to do this. And if we fail, we discard an action card. So yeah, this 100% is going to be a thing. We're doing this one. We got to get down there. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. Okay. Yeah, because even if I can save like 2 horror increase is huge. And discarding a card. But it's all the way down here. Ugh. I guess that's what the sprints are for, right? Huh. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Do we search before leaving though? Probably, right? We get the forklift. Do we need it though? I don't know if we need the forklift. Is that just a waste? I don't know. Let's just do it. We came all the way over here. We gotta get it. 2 successes. Yes. So maybe we'll see something even better. A bowling ball. Mass times acceleration equals I need to get up on the racks. 2-handed. Discard during the action phase while on a rack space, storage rack space, to deal 3 damage to an enemy in an adjacent space. So just drop a bowling ball in their head. As cute as that is, that seems super situational to set up, because you can't just get up on racks easy. You got to get like have a walk card to discard, be adjacent to it, play that card, get a good dice roll, get up on top of the rack, hope the enemy's adjacent to you, which like the enemy's not even on the board yet. I don't know where they're going to be in the future. So like, no thanks. I'm going to take the forklift even if we don't use it. I think this could be more helpful. But this is cute. This is, I like it's funny, but it's not what we're going to put on the bottom of that deck. But that's cute. It's definitely cute. We lose a time. No. Yeah, I know victims will get up on racks. I know there is cards, I think in here, or maybe it's events, that do spawn victims on the storage racks. That happened to me before. So there could be just more added to the game. All right. So let's sprint. Right, that's what we're trying to do right now. I mean, I should probably focus also. So let's focus first, just so I get it out of my hand and don't accidentally use it up. Oh man, that's a bad roll. Yeah. I'll just get rid of weak attack and focus. Lose a time, drop here. Okay. Now we sprint. Really? All our luck's running out again. What we get? Double success. Okay, that was worth the 2 time. And the card. Okay, so we lose another time. We're down to 1 time already. We haven't even left our space yet. This is crazy. All right. Well, technically we did because we would have to move first before spending time, but I always do it backwards because I always forget. Let's go 1, 2, 3. We're in the pit, so we can take the forklift with us. I know this is not the most efficient way to go. Like we could have taken some cards, which, hmm. I could spend a time to take one of these victims off of a rack, but I don't think I want to do that. We're just going to sprint. Yeah, are we even going to be able to save this victim? I think we can try. Come on, man. 2 spaces is not enough to even get there. I need 3. I don't have time to reroll the whole thing. And if I reroll only 1 die and I don't get a success, I don't have 2 cards to get a success. Hate this game. All right. We're going to pitch these 2 cards. We're going to lose our last time. We're going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. We're going to go here, bring the forklift with us. Whoops. That just knocked that guy over. Okay, come on, man. Too many people. Too many meeples. Too many meeples. All right. We're there. That was a crappy turn. Ish. All right. We just get 2 walks. We have no money to spend. This is so bad. This is so bad. All right. Sprints. Post call. Short rest. Sprint. Post call. Focus. Weakest. Focus. Search. Yeah, I don't know if searching for those 2 items was the smart play. That feels like it set us way back. But I was hoping a click card would have shown up by now to help give us direction. Because if this one opens up here, I'm be so mad because I wouldn't have come all the way down here. Okay, so our horror goes up by 1 for now. There we go. Loading dock B, is that us? Nope, it's not. Damn it, it's the other loading dock. We're on A. Okay, so loading dock B is now unlocked. We take this lock token off, so we can rescue victims down here. That's something. That's something. We draw an event. Heroic best friend. Replace a victim of your choice with the best friend. The best friend cannot be saved unless there are no other victims on the board. If you would take damage and the best friend is in your space or an adjacent space, then they move to your space and take damage instead. If the best friend leaves play, discard this card. Okay. Well, I can't save the best friend, so I really only care about saving people right now. You're going to be in the manager's office. I don't care about you. That's right, best friend. Don't care. Ugh. Okay, we're going to draw the next tarot card. The problem is I don't want that victim near me because if I have to move around with them, that's like a wasted victim I'm moving with me when I'd rather be moving victims I can save, right? So it's like more of a hindrance right now. If the killer was on the board, yeah, maybe I'd move it with me to like protect me. But in this scenario, I don't want it right now. Maybe we'll meet up later. You don't deserve to live. You know what? Maybe we put the victim here. Yeah, we'll put the victim there. So it's like nearby. So maybe if the killer shows up, we can get near there to like fight or something. I don't know. Okay, if there are no victims on the board, there are. A victim that matches the first applicable victim is now trapped. Okay, so in a space adjacent to a exit space, that's what we can choose. We can literally do one of the ones we're on right now. Yeah, yeah, because there's none in locked spaces right now. So that's the first. Let's just choose one of these. So that's nearby. Whoops, that needs to go on the next trap. So we're gonna draw another trap. Fireworks target. Look at all the time, man. So much time. So much time. Gross, gross, gross. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do all these. This is crazy. Oh, this is annoying. Who knew? Who knew the traps would be annoying? All right. Okay. And then we need to find the token and put it in our space. Okay. Who do I save, though? Oh, did I advance? I did advance, right? Yeah, I advanced this one. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, it's killing me. Killing me. Okay. So I can't do the damage. I don't have an attack card though. This is the problem. So this one, I have to move in, which I can probably do. Move into this space to start working on this one. I would then spend 3 time to move it down. But now I have no way to attack, and then I have no way to move 2 spaces to do the last part of this trap. I'd need a sprint. Yeah, this is rough. Okay, so we're going to do this one. Okay, so we're moving 1 space in. I'm going to bring this victim with me. Okay, I lose a time. Then I'm going to do the first step on this trap, which is 1, 2, 3 time to move this down. And then I need to do 2 damage and move 2 spaces in the same action phase, which I can't do right now. So we're just going to stop there. Keep this walk in hand. And we're going to spend 2 on a sprint. Yeah, a sprint. Oh my. Oh man, this is, yeah, we're in a pickle. Okay. So killer action. We're going to lose a time. We're going to increase the horror. Pair card. Come on, click. Nope. Let's open some of these boxes. You may roll a die for each unused item card that was set aside during setup. Or 1 time for each card you choose to roll for. You may roll a die for each unused item card that was set aside during setup. So I can spend 1 time, I pick a card, I roll. If I get a 5 or 6, I reveal and take the item. If I don't, it remains out of the game. I don't need items that bad. I mean, I don't even know what they all are. I got a weapon. I got a cool forklift. I think I'm happy. Let's not get greedy. Time is too important right now for our traps. And we're losing time on this one. That's a cool card. Doesn't hurt me, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't hurt me. No, I'm not gambling. I need the time so bad because of these 2 cards, I think. And this one's causing me to lose time also. Not to mention normal time loss. I need to buy some more cards. This is rough. Okay. That was kind of a calm turn. The only problem is we're back in 2 dice town. But if we're attempting traps, because we have an untrapped victim with us, we get to roll an extra die. So on those effects. So that's good. Okay. So in that case, probably still should play a focus though. Oh my god, come on. I just need 1 star, you piece of... So we're going to do short rest and focus. Lose a time, drop down. Okay. Now we're rolling 4 dice for this stuff. Okay, let's try to save this one. We need to do at least 2 damage to it and move 2 spaces. Okay. And we get to roll 4 dice. 3 because we're in the green, and 1 because we have someone helping us. Oh, I forgot about the severed head, right? Oh, crap. So we should actually be up another horror. Ah, I forgot about the heads. I forgot about the heads. Yeah, thank you. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I am on a spot with the head. I totally forgot about the head sitting there. So then... Crap. Yeah, interesting. Because like I might not have played the focus then if we were already out of it. Then we'd be on 3. But I did that. I know it messes up a whole bunch of stuff. Like I was doing rolls with probably more dice. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know what to do here. You know what? Let's just keep a focus in hand and say we tossed a walk for the other card. And then let's just do a focus with 2 dice. We get a success. It goes down to the green. We lose the time down to 3. Okay, now we're getting risky. We're going to try a weak attack with 4 dice. We got 1 success. I think that's all we need. Because it will do 2 damage because of our item. We lose a health. Oh, I forgot to add the extra health for Mandy. I think I had it set up only for the other one I was using. Yeah, I'm now down to 5 health, but yeah, we'll just pretend. You know, you guys probably caught it and I missed it. But yeah, we didn't have the right health value for our killer girl that you choose. Okay. And then we need to move 2 spaces. So this sprint, we have to get at least 1 success, and I have no other cards in hand. So this better roll 1 success on these 4 dice, or I'm gonna flip the table. All right, we got 1, just 1, of course. So we lose the time, and we get to move 2 spaces, quote unquote. But that just helps us save this victim out of this trap. And we get rid of the trap token right away and get rid of the card. Boom, guillotine is gone. Yay. Okay, that is our turn. We have 2 time. Oh, man. So we get a walk. We just need to get to the other space, and then we can start working on that one, but I don't have a way to attack. So we can't really help this victim, I don't think. I just hope this exit opens. If this exit opens, we can save 2 victims. I think I'm going to leave this victim to die. In that case, I think we're going to take a sprint. And that's it. So trap advanced, we lose a time, draw a card. You have no respect for life. If no victims are trapped, otherwise, panic all untrapped victims in spaces with a death trap. So there's none. If you're in a space with a trap victim, not anymore, you panic and lose a health. If no one panicked, we're going to raise Bloodlust, which is the case. Okay. One away from Dark Power. All right. Horror didn't get raised. That is crazy. Now what are we doing? I can't bet that this will get unlocked. I gotta go over here and save some victims, I think. Let's do that. Sprint. 3 dice. For real? For real. For real. That's crazy. Probably shouldn't have done anything. So, I can move a space, lose a health, lose 2 time, and end my turn. Or I can lose some health and then lose 2 time. Basically, do I care about moving a space? Or do I just stay here since I'm not going to try the walk now? And if we get the click that opens this, we're good. Rob, please move the severed head on the rack to a non-rack. Severed head on a rack. Are you not allowed to put it up there? Oh, you're right. I can't put it up there. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, do not place them on... I'm being silly. I thought you could put them on all rack spaces, I was thinking. That's funny, I was going to do it on all 4. But it's like, I guess they don't want you doing that either. I know thematically it makes sense, but it also gameplay, if you never went on a rack, it's like you could avoid them completely. Okay. So thank you guys. Oh, did you get the card out just to look? Thank you. Oh man. Okay. I am going to just lose a health and lose 2 time. And I'm going to stay where I am. So we have 3 time. Take these cards. Sucks that I lost on the sprint. I should have did the walk first. But yeah. I think we're going to go sprint and a close call. Kind of want to do a distraction, but I think we're good. Reset. Lose a time. Oh, TikTok. So we're going to advance this trap. This victim dies. This goes up. Dark power revealed. And horror gets increased. Overkill traps. When a victim is killed by a death trap, you and each victim in the space take a damage. So if you're trying to save them, but you don't, or you have a victim helping you and you fail, you get hurt. That's cool. Yeah, so let's not go in spaces with traps unless we're really going to get them done. Thankfully, we're in the next space over. So that, I mean, it stays on the board, but like till the upkeep phase, but that's right now basically. So let's just get rid of it. Okay. Okay, how many cards are left? Like, we still have 2 locks that are locked. Like, come on, man. This is bad luck. Like, as soon as I leave here, this one's going to open. You're going to see. I'm going to lose my mind. Okay. Just need to save 5 victims. We can get our power on. We got to do that. Okay, sprints. Oh, hold on. Focus, of course. Please, just 1 star. Thank you. Lose the time. Go down. All right. Sprint. 3 dice. Probably should really be, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, we're so short on time, but like, this scenario maybe like on 1 turn spending your minimal amount of time on like an improvise to like really make other cards hit, but I just feel like there's so much time wastage in this scenario. That's like you can't really just willy-nilly buy extra cards. Okay. Why can't I sprint good today? Ugh. Also, short rest is a valid play too at some point. Come on, man. Close call. Spend 2. So 2 spaces at a time, or it can be 3. Yeah, let's do 3. Let's do a focus and a weak attack. Lose the time down to 1. Okay, we're gonna move these guys. We're gonna bring the forklift with us. We're now in this space. I'm gonna spend a time with the forklift to bring this guy off of the storage rack down to us. I'm gonna walk. Bernardo, good to see you. Greetings, long time no see. Hope everything is great on your side of the world. Well, that's not the most funny and interesting greeting message I've seen from you, Bernardo, but great to see you. Yeah, I hope you and your family are doing well. Good to see you. Yeah, things are okay. Oh, double successes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, but we'll end our turn. Okay, first we do the movement, though. So we move in for 1 space. Save, save. And for these saves, we're going to get some extra movement, I think. So let's just drop the horror down. Actually, I could take an extra time, right? And it doesn't end our turn. Yeah, maybe we do that. So let's take an extra time. Go to 1. Okay, we still have a movement point floating. So let's just take another movement. And then that extra floating movement point will move in. I mean, maybe we don't need the extra time, actually. Because I don't really want to roll with only 2 cards in hand. Yeah, let's not care about the time. Or do we? I mean, maybe now is the time. Yeah, let's take the time. And then we'll save for a horror reduction. And let's take a health. Cool. Oh yeah, the forklift's with us for sure. We move that the whole time. We're driving around and... Oh, can we put it in that space? Where was it? Yeah, we can bring it in this space, just not these spaces. Okay. Now the question is, do we walk again to try to get to this guy? Or do we just toss to get a sprint? Probably toss to get the sprint, right? But then I won't be able to sprint. I'm not throwing a sprint with the no cards. I really should be holding cards. Yeah, this is going to be a dead turn. I'm going to take this to get a money. Or a time. Okay. Spending time, we're going sprint, close call. Done. Walk, focus, weak attack, close call, sprint. Okay. All right. No traps to advance. Draw a card. You've been obsessing with Nemesis Lockdown and Arc Nova lately. Have you tried them? Yeah, we played Arc Nova on the channel. Nemesis Lockdown? Is that the second Nemesis? I think I played the digital version of that. I don't own that one, I don't think. I forget the name of it. Is that the one on Mars? I'm pretty sure I played that one, but just digital though. Click. So the main entrance is unlocked. And we draw the next tarot card. Main entrance is up here. So good thing I didn't wait down here because it's like was the last one. It's not even there yet. Draw the next tarot card. I think I saw the killer. So we raise horror, and the killer does nothing because it's not on the board. Okay, good thing I dropped it. Okay, our huge turn of probably doing nothing. I just need to save one more victim and we can flip. I need to do it, I think. Maybe I don't need it as much anymore since I got a weapon, but I don't even have attack cards. This is so bad. I shouldn't do this. I should not do this. Shouldn't do this. But I'm going to do it. Sprints. Ah, got one success. Okay. Could re-roll one die. Otherwise, what is this doing in my hand anyway? 1, 2, 3 would get us here. Or I could just end in that space. I think I'll just end in this space. Okay. Oh, retaliation is the third one. Yeah, okay. Arc Nova has an online bot called Arno, which is really good alternative for solo or adding automated players. Oh, that's cool. I was thinking about Arc Nova actually like yesterday. I was looking at it. I have the expansion I've never played yet. I was thinking about a game that would be fun to play on the channel, maybe with 3 players, like with Kyle. I just don't know if the game's like maybe too complicated. Like I know it's like I think it's like a 3.5 to like 4 complexity on BGG. I'm pretty sure, which is not bad. Like Kyle's played more complex games before, but it just might take a couple weeks to like play with him to like get it drilled in. But yeah. Yeah, I do miss Arc Nova. I like that game a lot. Oh yeah, tariffs. Yeah, I'm not backing anything on crowdfunding right now because of the tariff stuff. Even though I'm in Canada, it's like, yeah, it's just affecting a lot. So like, the problem is even if you're not in a country with the tariff stuff, even though it's like really the U.S. like fighting with everywhere else, so that like any product going to the U.S. is the problem. But if I'm a publisher and I'm doing print runs, and one of my largest consumers is the U.S., you know you're going to delay your print runs and your shipping and all that until everything makes sense. So it's not like they're going to just ship to Canada and ship to, you know, South America and ship to, you know, Australia, Europe, whatever, and then just hold on and sit on to the US stuff till it makes sense to ship. Kind of like we saw during COVID when shipping prices, paper, and all that went up. All companies were like delaying everything. They're not just shipping some stuff that makes sense, you know? So it's really going to affect everything. So it's like, you know, I'm just not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. I'll wait. Yeah. Oh, it equates to terraforming Mars. Yeah, which is not bad. It's not bad, right? Yeah. Yeah, Yogi, that's true. Like anything you're backing on crowdfunding right now might not be affected when at the time when they actually go to ship and stuff. This is possible. This is possible. But we have to assume that the craziness might stick around for like 4 more years, right? At least. And a lot of crowdfunding campaigns, like, do you want to wait more than 4 years for your board game? I would rather just buy something at my local game store or play something I already own. Like that seems to be the safer play and still equates to value and fun. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. Also, a lot of publishers too are waiting to see the tariff stuff before they actually start their crowdfunding campaigns. They delay them, right? So are they just going to bake the tariffs into the cost in advance? And a lot of stuff's going to get more expensive. So you pay for that upfront now, and let's say it corrects itself in the future. I don't know a publisher on the planet that is going to then give you a refund when things go down, which we all know nothing really ever goes down. So yeah, it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff about it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to get into politics, but it's like it does affect the hobby I'm literally playing right now, so it's like kind of something I'm okay with discussing. But yeah, and it sucks. It does suck. It definitely sucks. Like I'm kind of glad I avoided Gen Con this year before even all of this stuff, because it turns out like so many publishers are just canceling and backing out. So it's gonna be, which is nice for maybe less people there, easier moving in the dealer hall. You know, you can actually breathe. I mean, going to some of the Gen Cons that had lower attendance were actually were some of the best. Just because it wasn't as crowded, right? But then again, if like your favorite publishers aren't there, then it's like that excitement of maybe grabbing their new game early isn't there. So like, you know, why are you there? But obviously, some people go to meet with friends and just play games. They don't even care about buying stuff or whatever. So for those people, I think it's gonna be a great Gen Con. But I'm kind of glad it just gets better and better that I didn't go this year. Which is, I'm kind of looking at the glass half full. Okay, like it's not great. I'm not happy about it, but that's how we're going. Okay. All right. I think that's all I'm doing, right? Sprinting. We did it. Okay. Shopping. Yoink. We have 5 to spend, right? So we're going sprint for 2. What else are we trying to do? We're just rescuing this victim, right? We got a weapon. We're ready to kind of fight with the killer. I probably should get some defensive cards, right? Because it's one of these is going to unlock, and then it draws the next card. And depending on the order it is, we might have the killer on the board next turn. So, if that's the case, I probably should grab Retaliate instead. So what I should do is toss this actually for an extra time so that I can buy a sprint and like Retaliate. The killer could attack us twice, which is super bad, but that's where we're at, I think. Hopefully they don't attack this turn. All right. Reset. This is where we're at. This could get risky here. Sorry, victims. I'm probably not saving any more of you, except for maybe this one. All right, no traps in play, thankfully. Oh yeah, I could get put in a trap. That would suck. I haven't gotten put in a trap this game yet, right? Yeah, that never happened. I got put in 2 last time I played. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Click. Oh no. So this dock A is finally unlocked. We're gonna reveal an event. Please don't be bad. It has been 0 days since. Whenever a victim in a storage rack space panics to a normal space, it's killed. The first time I played this scenario, this is the one that I had on my starting event. So bad. It was so bad. Oh, okay. Okay, so remember that. And now we draw the next tarot card, which is the last tarot card. Oh, it is a trap for the final girl. Oh, no. No, no, no. My luck in this one is bad. If you're trapped, discard and draw the next tarot card. I'm trapped. Okay. The Slicer. Okay, so to get out, I just have to lose health, move a space, lose health. Otherwise, I lose health. And all while the killer is going to be on board, probably attacking me right now. I could like instantly die right here. Oh no, this is so bad. Okay, so here we are. And because of this, I can't run around on the board. I'm not on the board anymore, basically. I'm caught in a trap. No, no, no. This is not what we wanted to happen. Why couldn't the cards be reversed? That sucks. Okay. Yeah. At least this victim will help me because in the space with me, it could try to help me get out of the trap. But technically, I only need to roll dice for a move. All right, here we go. So that happened here. Now we reveal the finale. And the killer doesn't get added to the board till the next killer phase, actually. I forgot that part of the rules. So this is no escape. It'll advance traps, and then closest unlocked exit it moves to. While the Tormentor ends her movement on an unlocked exit space, place a lock token there. At the start of the killer phase, if all lock spaces are locked, you lose the game. No escape. Oh, man. That's spicy. What? What? And we don't even know where the killer's going to start. Oh, no. Okay. So next killer phase, the killer gets placed on the board by a random setup card. Okay, so right now, we just need to get out of our trap. And heal probably after, if we get out. Okay. So first things first, we're going to avoid the knives. We lose a health. Move the token down. Lastly, dive to safety. We're going to move a space. Okay, we're going to try to walk. 4 dice, because we have a victim helping us. Two successes, but I only really need one. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 2. They're the same thing in this situation. And then I got to lose another health. So I dive to safety. I moved a space from this, and I lost a health. So we got out of the trap, thankfully, without losing more health than 2, I guess. Okay. So now we need to heal and rescue this victim. Yeah, because then we could get... what's her ability? Do we even care, actually? Add 2 damage to attacks that are made without a weapon or an item. You cannot use this ability on reactions. Do I even care about this ability, actually? I probably don't anymore. Because I have a weapon. I mean, that is better than the weapon. But the weapon works on reactions. But I guess it's good to have both, probably. It's good to have both, right? Yeah, it's probably good to have both. Yeah. Okay, so... let's short rest to get some health back, I guess. Oh, but the killer is not attacking us at all. Yeah, I'm never doing reactions. Because the killer never attacks. There's no card draw. And this is the ability. Yeah, it just never attacks. Well, this is cool, actually. This definitely changes up. Like, retaliate is useless. Oh, that sucks. I wish I bought Furious Strike. I didn't know that was even possible. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta chase the killer and it never hits me back. Interesting. The problem is I'm gonna start tripping on heads too. Yeah, I just need to get like critical blows, furious strikes going. So let's, yeah, maybe I don't need to heal then either, right? Like, I guess I could lose health from critical blow or furious strike if I failed. I lose health from, well, I could lose health from sprinting. I can lose health from weak attacks. Yeah, maybe I should heal. Maybe I don't care though. Maybe I can try to get like right to the 1. Yeah, let's not do it. Let's get risky. Yeah, will they run around with their keychain? Yeah, jangling in the dark. Okay. Interesting. So no victims are going to get killed. No horror is going to get raised, right? Like trying to figure out, like, the only horror that can get raised is from these now, because no new traps will show up. Yeah, this is very strange. And then the best friend is useless now, because I don't need to be defended against. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get to 1 in the meat shield, 100%. Okay, so to get prepared then, I just need to get Furious Strikes, Critical Blows, those kind of cards, and Sprints, right? The Retaliate's freaking so useless. That sucks that I wasted 4 time on that. We're keeping the walks. A weak attack will keep. Yeah, let's just try to save the victim. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. We do save the victim, right? No, but I don't want to move. I like maybe the killer will appear right in our space. I don't want to be stuck over here when the killer shows up, you know? But I do get to move one. Hmm. Hmm. I think we have time though, because they have to lock 3. Yeah, let's sprint. 2 successes. Okay, we lose the time. 1, 2, save. So we get a movement point from this. We still have a movement point from this. We still can move 2 more. Oh yeah, the forklift came with me and came back. Yeah. I keep forgetting to move it. What's this walk from? It's supposed to be here probably? Yeah, I think. No, that was from the trap. That was from the trap earlier. Yeah, that was from the trap. So now we flip. Okay, so now gotta remember this. We have choices, right? We can add 2 hits to attacks made without a weapon or item, and we can't use this on reactions, but we don't care about reactions. Okay. And we have 2 movement. Let's just move back here. Okay. We're gonna toss retaliate for 1 time. We're gonna try a focus just, actually no. The only problem is I worry is if I bump into a head. Do I care about that right now? I probably shouldn't care about that right now. Probably shouldn't care. And I don't think about short rests. So I'll toss short rests for a time. I'll toss both focuses for 2 time. I'm keeping weak attack in case the killer's in our space. I'm keeping a walk because we need to get around the board. And that seems like an okay thing to use. So with 8, we're going to buy critical blow and a sprint. And we maybe don't even need to worry about using them this turn, but I just want to have them. So while we have the time. Yep. Focus. Short rest. Yeah, this is a weird finale scenario. Weird. The last finale I had, the killer would move, like target me or a victim, move 2 times, stab, do the same thing, move 2 times and stab. So it's literally like I had to kill her then or I was gonna die like in 2 turns of her doing that. So this is such a weird finale. Okay. That's it. Killer. So the killer's now on the board. We'll draw a random. I think I shuffled these after last time. I guess we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll a d10. 5. The killer is in this space. Okay, not that far away. Oh, it could have been up on the storage racks. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So there was no chance for it to spawn in our space. I thought there was, but there's not. Okay. So now the killer advances traps, but there are none. And then it's going to move close to the closest unlocked room here and lock this one. Okay. So I can't save victims at the main entrance, and we're 1/3 away from losing. Oh yeah, this should be with me. Not that I need it. All right. That's that. I mean, we can start the pain train. I just need to move 1, 2, 3 to get there. But I would have to roll 2 successes. Let's try it, I guess. 1 success. I can toss 2 cards. Ugh. Should I even do this? It moves only for 1 or 2 spaces right now. I'm just going to get to here. I'm going to end. I'm going to end right there. The game has 6 dice because you can have ways of rolling more. There's many ways. There's ways of card effects. That could give you extra dice on a roll that I barely ever use unless I really, really, really need to do it. I'm down to the wire just for economical reasons. If you're ever down to 1 health or the killer's down to 1 health, you get to roll an additional die if these are the final health tokens remaining. Or if you've come back to life and the killer has come back to life, those can give you an extra die roll. Same idea. Yeah, sometimes there's items that allow you to roll extra dice. In this game, there's the extra effect if I'm disabling traps. Having victims that are untrapped in my space would give me additional dice. So yeah, that's why. Yeah. But yeah, I have rolled 6 dice before. I just don't do that often. But they're there for that reason. Also, you can use multiple dice if like there's a whole bunch of victims in the same space and you want to panic them all at once without just rolling 1 die at a time. You could just grab like all 5 or 6 dice, roll them at once, and then just panic each victim in the space really quickly. So that's another way to do it too. But yeah, that's the reason I think. Yeah, that's what I assume. I don't know. It was the same thing in Hostage Negotiator too. The same amount of dice. They had all the same kind of ways that they work. They just didn't have this that I know of. I can't remember if they had something else like that. Okay. So, also, if you find that 3 or 2 of them are really unlucky for you and you hate them a lot, you get to switch them to different dice that maybe are more lucky. That's another reason. All right. So, that's our turn. 5 monies. Let's take Furious Strike. Oh no, we should take a sprint, right? No, we take Furious Strike. We got to assume we can get... She's only going to move 2 spaces. But she could move on to rafters. I have both my walks. We're going Furious Strike and a close call. No sprint. I should have bought a sprint, but I'm not buying a sprint. Because what I think might happen, I don't know. I should probably count actually. The next closest unlocked space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're both the same. Oh, I moved her directly into there, but there was no straight line. Would have had to go on like this. It doesn't matter. She still could reach it. But yeah, I just realized. Yeah. I've had to switch the dice towers because I was rolling bad with the dice tower before. That happened. That's been a thing. Yeah. I feel like I need dice towers. I don't know how to roll dice properly, obviously. Okay. So we'll just do a random then. Okay. So she'll either go 1. Here. here. Yeah, there's 3 different spaces she can end up on. Is these 2 storage racks and this one space with the head here. We'll just roll a die to determine which one, but I might need to grab a climb card. That could be a thing, which I can toss a walk to get. Okay, I'm just thinking ahead, like, of what we should do. Okay, so let's roll a die. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the space she'll run to pick whichever. She's the exact same distance from each one of these, I'm pretty sure. So 4. So she's gonna go 1 and then hop up on the storage rack to go like this way. We will need a climb card. Okay, so back to our turn. We're gonna toss a walk to take the climb card to hand. And then we're gonna try to get up on top of the rack to get her. And maybe we can like do some kind of, get her in a headlock and do some kind of wrestling move off the top and win that way. I don't know, we'll try. Okay, so we're gonna climb. We're gonna try to climb. 3 dice. 2 successes when I only needed 1. But sure, I lose less time this way. Yeah, I'm up on top. Yeah, any of my wooden dice towers over the years, I would always buy felt and like put felt in the bottom so they're nice and quiet, or less noisy. But this one being pure like felt pretty much, I love it. It's very quiet. Very nice. Very nice. Just these chonky dice get caught in there sometimes. That's the only problem, but you can just shake it and they'll fall out. Okay, so we're on top. Let's start the pain train. Get over here. Okay, so first things first. Which one do we attack with first so that we don't end our turn automatically? Probably a weak attack, right? Because like critical blow, even on a 1-star, can end our whole turn. This only ends our turn on a fail. And Furious Strike could end our turn even on a single success. But then again, if we have a bad roll on the weak attack and we have to waste cards, we're not going to have as many cards to do the good ones. What do we do? What do we do? I want to kill her right now. I don't want to run around anymore. All right. She's got 7 health left. If I attack with a weak attack, I can use my ability, so that's a 3 damage. And then maybe we can attack with a critical blow and win. Let's try that. 3 dice. 1 star. Okay, that doesn't end our turn. I'm going to go with it. We're going to lose a health. We're going to hit for 3. Using our ability. No whip. Oh, it'd be funny to use the whip actually to move her back spaces if I wasn't on a storage shelf, right? That would be kind of neat actually, like a way for this scenario to like keep her away from the exits. Get back. Okay. So 4 health left. Let's try a critical blow. 3 dices. Yeah, see, this is where I wish I had a planning or an improvise to help increase the odds of this attack. That's when you use these. You get these and use them with critical blows and furious strikes. And I don't do it very often anymore, but I used to do it just to make sure you don't end your turn if it was super important. But the fact that she's never going to attack us back, I kind of like don't care. We're just chasing and hitting. Like it's definitely weird. This is a weird ending. 1 success is enough, because if we attack with our ability, no weapon, right? It's 4 damage. We drop a horror. She might still be alive though. So we're going to hit for 4. 1, 2, 3, Or we win. Yes. Or drops. End our turn. In the headlock, off the top rope. Boom. Crushed. I threw her down like a bowling ball. Fatality. We did it. All right, we did it. Now I'm curious. Couple things I'm curious about. What was the other item in the supply cage? Oh, it was the bolt cutters. Oh, if we could have found those bolt cutters, we could have unlocked exits ahead of time, and we would have been saving victims down here and not having to waste all those crappy sprint rolls getting across the map. Yeah, bolt cutters. Okay, okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's weird we didn't get trapped at all until the very last one. Come on, man. and the lock's not opening very quickly. It was bad. Yeah, our first click didn't happen till card number 5. Like, didn't open. That is weird. That made it tough to save victims. Kind of glad we took Mandy. Thank you, guys. Because I don't know about saving the 6th victim. It might have never happened. I would have had to do it while chasing her around, which is possible. Definitely possible. Mandy for the win. Yeah, imagine if we still had like multiple traps on the go right now, and they were like increasing, you know, the horror while I'm in time. I wouldn't have been able to buy those attack cards if I was like losing time, and then I would have been rolling like way less dice because of the horror increasing. And if I'm busy trying to solve these traps, I'm definitely not chasing the killer. So I think we got kind of lucky then too, that we got out of we didn't get more of these traps near the end. We cleared them when we did, and we got out of our personal trap very quickly. Because yeah, if you're stuck in traps or dealing with traps, that could have made that final showdown way worse. Way worse. But yeah, definitely I want to see the other. When revealed, if you're not currently in a death trap, you get put in one. The tormentor considers you as a valid target for movement and can attack you even if you're in a death trap. Oh, imagine we got that one. Oh man. This is the one I had before. Game over. Just literally chases you and stabs you to death. And all the traps get advanced by 2. Yeah, you basically, if you're in traps at the end there, like, yeah, that could have been way worse for us. Way worse. Oh, wow, look at this one. When a victim is killed by a death trap, horror goes up. If you're in the same space, double horror instead. So it's because you like watch them get killed. It like horrifies you. I don't know. I like this scenario. It's definitely different. But the rules overhead is not as bad as was recommended to me, that this one still has like the core game magic, but doesn't get too insane. But it actually changed up the formula, it feels like, quite a bit. Especially with these final girls, you might not have to rely on weapons as much, which is interesting. And the whole locked exit thing is like, yeah, very strange, but it makes it so you can't just like speed run and save a bunch of victims right off the hop and then have your ability really fast. You might be stuck with it the whole game, like not being able to save victims. And you're like digging for bolt cutters and stuff. 44 Magnum. Interesting. Yeah, it's a cool scenario. Definitely cool. I like the trap thing. It's neat. Lots of cool traps. Lots of razor maze, super saw, electric cage. And all the ones for you are like all health related, of course. They like slowly kill you. I haven't played the Terminator one. I did play it a little bit, but I didn't like it. I like the theme of it. That's the whole reason I backed Series 3, was basically the Terminator one and the Stranger Things theme were like, okay, cool, I like those. But then I started reading the rules for the Terminator one. It was very like convoluted, and I understand they're trying to make the theme of the movie. And then I put it away, and then I pulled it out again like a week later and tried to learn it again, and was like, I started playing it, and then I kept having to go to the rules over and over again. There was so many weird situations, like once this happens, these rules all change, and then this changes, and it's like, if I'm gonna play a game that's that like messy and not smooth, I need something bigger, and I want to play multiplayer. Like, I don't know, it was definitely messy. It just felt messy and not the way I would design a Terminator scenario. But so yeah, I just probably will never play it, unfortunately. And that's the problem. That's the issue when like each box is designed by a different designer, and yeah, it's just sometimes designs are not going to hit, but it's okay. Other people might think it's the best one, so that's great, but not for me. Maybe I'll give it a chance in the future. So Bernardo, you don't need all the expansions. If you're worried about getting into a game is because there's too many expansions, you, my friend, are what we call a completionist or a hoarder or FOMO susceptible. So I think first, it's like, if that's your personality traits, yeah, avoid it. If you feel like you need everything, avoid it. But you should probably stay off crowdfunding websites then too, because those websites are just built to make money off people with those issues. Yeah, FOMO is your bane. I know, I know. So yeah, but realistically, Bernardo, I don't know what your local game store situation is, but it is very affordable, at least around me, to go to one of many local game stores within an hour, and I could buy the base game, and I can pick any one expansion that they have in stock that has a theme that appeals to me. Take that home, play those two boxes together, just play that scenario, see if you even like it. If that's the case, then you just pick ones that appeal to you. And a lot of people have good write-ups online explaining what each one does. The rules for each one are fully out there. Playthroughs of each one are fully out there. So you can do your research, but don't feel like you need them all, because a lot of them are going to feel samey. And you only need a couple to get a lot of replay value to mix killer and location and mix up final girls and stuff. So yeah. And not all of them are winners. I'm not a fan of every scenario I played, I'll be honest. There are some scenarios that suck. And I'm like, I wish I didn't buy this, but I just backed the gameplay all in on crowdfunding, so I just get all the boxes anyway. But I do regret some of those purchases. I would rather just buy them one-off at the local game store, which now they're doing that for the next campaign. They're actually releasing some at game stores this year, and then doing a crowdfunding campaign at the end of the year to include all the ones that are out, plus maybe like an extra one. So, yeah. They're great to just digest in small bits, and then if you get bored of it, you just move on. Like, if you get bored of Final Girl, I don't know if adding more boxes to your shelf is the solution. If that makes sense to you. But if you're just having so much fun, it's your favorite game, and you just love mixing and matching, yeah, there's a bunch out there for you. But I don't know. A top 10 Final Girl expansion, somebody probably has that out there. There's people that have played them way more than I have, and I haven't even played all of them, so I don't think I'm the best one to do that. And again, a lot of them I pick that I like based on if they did the theme correctly to the mechanics without being messy, like without constant rulebook lookups, you know? Yeah, if it's your favorite solo game and you like never get sick of it, or you just pull it out like once a month, like, then the question starts answering like, okay, if you play it often, yeah, you're gonna need more content to spice it up. But if you only pull it out like once a month, a couple times a year, I don't think you need more than a couple boxes, to be honest. Maybe 2 or 3 of the feature film boxes. And then you just mix it up. Every time you play, just do a random roll a die and pick a killer, roll a die, pick a location, and then roll a die, pick a final girl. And then try to solve that puzzle. Because remember, when you play each scenario too, the location, the setup, the events, the killer's finale, the killer's dark power, and again, the items and all that stuff are all different. It's all randomized, right? Where the killer spawns, what their their final goal is, where the victims are panicking, like your dice rolling maybe doesn't play out. Maybe you could try different strategies each time you play. Try out different cards, buying different cards at different situations. But yeah. Yeah, Ultravioletta pulls out several times a month. Yeah, if you do that, like, obviously your value to dollar, like your time to dollar value ratio is high, right? So buying and owning a whole bunch, if it keeps hitting the table over and over again, and you feel like that extra content is the reason why, or makes the actual time playing it more enjoyable, that you see more fresh stuff, that is totally valid. Totally valid. But for me, it's a game where like I can probably stop buying them now because I probably have more than I ever need. And if I just pull it out maybe once or twice every October because I'm in the horror movie theme kind of mood, I really only need to own like 2 or 3 boxes if I only pull it out once a year. And I would just pick the ones that have my like favorite killers and locations in them. So like, you know, whatever reminds me most of Halloween, my favorite horror series, right? I would pick the one of the neighborhood ones, right? That has a nice neighborhood, and then probably pick a killer like Hans or something. I just don't like him that much because all he does is raise horror. It's kind of boring. I don't like scenarios with minions. Those have never been my favorite. Yeah, I just like stuff that's similar to the horror games I like. Like I like things that are like in a house, or like, you know, you're in one of those ones that you're in a mansion or the house or whatever. Some of them that are in neighborhoods I like. The one in the mall, like the Terminator location of being in a mall is pretty sick. I like the Stranger Things one that's in like a town. I think that's great. So I just need a backdrop of that scenario and I'm good. And then yeah, killer, like the Aliens killer I like, because I love the movie, the Aliens movie series, at least the first couple. Who else? The Stranger Things with the Upside Down I liked a lot. I thought it was neat. Yeah, what else was there? I don't know. These traps are cool too. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head like what killers would be my favorite because I can't even remember all of them. But yeah, it would just be ones that tie to movies I like, right? So when it becomes October and I'm in that Halloween horror movie theme, I kind of always go back to like watching Halloween movies. I'll always grab a new horror movie. Like just recently I watched the Hellraiser to try to get into the theme for the game. Um I like the movie. Some of the horror movies I like. The what was it? The Strangers or whatever. The like those people that just showed up at the house. That one was pretty sick. That movie and the scenario was okay. Um, but I like The Ring. The Ring's a horror movie I liked when I was younger. I thought that one was really neat. I don't know if it still holds up though, but it was really cool. I think what else. Yeah, I can't really think. It's not that time of year, so I'm not really in that like headspace. But yeah, Scream is okay. I was never really, yeah, Ringu. I never watched the Ringu ones. That's like the Japanese versions, right, or whatever. No, I did not watch those. I know like The Ring is just like a clone of like the original Ringu movie, right, or something like that. Yeah. No, I've never seen those ones. I'm sure they're awesome though. uh, yeah, the gaming convention one, that's kind of neat actually, Ultravioletta. Yeah, like obviously I want to play at a game convention, it'd be kind of neat. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough subject. It's like everyone has different tastes, right, and different needs and stuff. But yeah, don't. I'm just telling you how I feel about it and what I'm at. But I feel like I own enough Final Girl. I look over and I see how many are on one of the shelves, and I'm like, why do I own that many of the same game, right? It's like, and before I would have never questioned it. 5 years ago, I don't question it. Now I question it. It's like I could use half that space for some other brand new game that's like different than anything I own. That's kind of what I want. And that's where I started out in the hobby, was trying to collect games that were very different from each other. So no matter what mood I was in or what players came over to play, I would try to have a game for like any type of play length, complexity, mechanics, theme, whatever, and could get it to the table and everyone would have fun. But yeah. No, Hallenback, I'm not doing a video like that. No, no, no. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. Yeah. I just like playing games on channel. I don't want to. Those videos are like, I don't know. They're interesting. Some people like them, I'm sure, but they're more of just like for content creators who, I don't know, who just want an easy out to make a video. That's like a lazy video to me. Like I could film some shelves. That's lazy. Filming my setup, lazy. Learning a board game, feeling confident enough to play it on stream in front of everybody and be critiqued for years to come. Yeah, that's something people don't like doing. And they're afraid of doing that. And yeah, it takes more effort. So I just like doing it that way. On the same note, I'm trying to get back to old games. Burn Cycle and Cloudspire come to mind. Now that my kids are a little bit older. Old games, yeah. Cloudspire and Burn Cycle, so ancient. That's why I always joke when we play a game that's like 3 years old. I'm like, yeah, this is an old game. Nobody cares about it anymore. We're gonna stream it now. Allenback, the other problem is if I look at my shelf like that and I start actually analyzing what's on it, then I'll start seeing games I want to play more, and I already have a pile of games I want to play. I don't need to make that pile bigger right now. And also I relate that to like unboxing videos, right? Those are like cheap cop-out, like, yeah, that's why I don't really do those that often, because, yeah, those just scream lazy content creator to me. Huge lazy content creator, so I don't bother with those. But yeah. But people like to see what's in the box sometimes, I guess. But yeah, we just don't do that. I'll do it every now and then just for fun, like for special games or just a joke. But yeah, it's not something serious. Like, yeah, conversational gaming. That is a nice way to put it, Bernardo. Yeah, that's what we do here. Conversational gaming. Yeah. Efficient, short, condensed playthroughs, not what we do here. Conversational gaming, yes. Hanging out at Rob's gaming table, shooting the crap, and playing the games. Yeah, my collection's not really organized either. I kind of have family and lighter games in like one shelving area. I have larger box games in another shelving area. I have games that need to be played in a shelving area. I have games that are in progress in a certain shelf area. There is some organization to it. I have LCGs all in one shelving area. But yeah, there within each of those areas there is some exceptions to the rule, which definitely need to be organized. I have a shelf of games that I just probably should get rid of. But I bet there's plenty of those scattered throughout the collection that I probably should just spend a day and go through and like try to get rid of them, but I think it'll take more than a day. At least let Mel pick the bad guys in a game once in a while. I do. She gets to play the rebellion all the time. Those annoying faction of ragtag, you know, random folks that just like messing with organization and rule, you know. Yeah, they just like, you know, things need to be a certain functional way and they just come in and mess it all up. Blowing up things, yeah. The Ewoks are the true villains? Yeah, don't get me started. No, I like the Ewoks. They're cool. Ewoks, Porgs, they're all good with me. They're all cool. No comment. Yes, how dare you try to mess with the organized empire? Exactly. We need structure. Come on, we need structure to our lives. And the rebels come in and mess it all up. How is the empire the bad guys? Come on. Come on. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out for another playthrough. Thank you again for supporting. Much appreciated. Thank you for clicking the join button down below. Again, if you want more Final Girl, check out the playlist that's in the video description. And we're back tomorrow playing Iridia, continuing that campaign. And definitely more streams to come, more games to come. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a future live stream. And if you miss me because I'm busy playing a game off stream, feel free to hit the playlist section or the live section and you can watch hundreds of thousands of hours, I'm sure, at this point, of various games we played over the years, over the decade plus we've been doing this. So no complaining. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.